I would like to introduce my husband, Rob Smith. He's going to come up here and talk on behalf of the board to give you a financial update.
I had no idea this was going to be such a family affair this morning. For your next piece of entertainment, just wait until you hear our 6-year-old deliver the sermon. This stuff is really not all that easy to make interesting and fun, so at least we can laugh at the beginning. So this presentation attends on to our spring presentation where we presented our numbers up to the end of April. I'll leave these up for reference and just so that you can see what our trend is between then and now. So if we're flash forward 5 months to the end of September, so we're looking 9 months into it, the number for the budgeted expenses and givings, just as a bit of an explanation, our budget for the year total was $667,000. So that was all our anticipated expenses, as well as all of our expected revenue to come in to offset those and to support those. So the $500,000 number that you see there is simply 3/4 of that full year budget. So again, the expenses are comprised of all the costs that are associated with operating and maintaining the church, along with all of our commitment to support outreach initiatives and our capital reserve fund. So, starting with the bad news, we are behind about 10% from our anticipated givings level for the year. Now, this isn't catastrophic. We've been here before, and it's quite possible that the next 3 months we can make up the difference. It poses some other challenges, though, as it's difficult for outreach, for example, who makes commitments at the beginning of the year, to all of a sudden be working with 10% less. It also poses a challenge for us to pay, it's difficult to pay 90% of payroll obligations or 90% of a heating bill. So it's a bit of a cash flow juggle at present. So when we go through and look at the offsetting good news is that our actual expenses are also down. So keep in mind, though, that this is mainly due to the fact that our new staffing additions really didn't get fully implemented until late spring, early summer. So while this is only 7% less, it reflects an actual shortfall of 12,000, which is again not catastrophic, but we need to recognize that going forward, our payroll expenses are going to more closely reflect what our budgeted expectations were, especially when we go into 2014, which we're in the process of planning for now. So, again, this is kind of 30,000 feet overview. It's what we're going to be looking at when we do plan for next year, and we just felt as a board and a finance committee that you should be aware of this and just part of our commitment to keeping you up to date. So I'm going to be around between services. If you have any questions, you can catch me then, and thank you for your attention.